Hello you, person who has not played RuneScape since League's Catalyst. It's been a year, and League's 2 Equilibrum is coming out. A lot has happened, so here's a quick rundown on what's changed in the game since then. Let's start by going over the major updates. First off, you've been updated. That's right, you. The player avatar refresh has finally been unshelved, and you look pretty cool now, yeah. New hairstyles and beards too, but it's only part 1, so the outfits have not been updated yet. Jagex has been hard at work in the road to restoration. The roadmap focused on bringing integrity back to the game. As a result, the interface was updated, the game has much better default settings, and many areas were visually updated and decluttered. Barak, Lumbridge, Draenor, Edgeville, Falador, Lunar Isle, and Waterbirth Isle. The Combat Modernization update reworked all combat styles except Necromancy. The level cap has been increased, there's fewer abilities so it's way easier to learn, and styles are more unique. Arrows and runes are consumed again. Food costs less adrenaline and heals for full regardless of level. A handful of perks, weapons, and armor were updated, most enemies have less defense, and most special attacks deal more damage. In the early and mid-game rebalance updates, standard training methods have been made much better across the board, and early game drop tables were updated with more herb seeds and actual equipment instead of stone spirits and salvage. Fletching was re-tiered, so you can craft weapons and ammo appropriate for the skill level. New bows, arrows, crossbows, and bolts were added for every wood and metal type. Shield bows? Gone, back to being longbows. Rune crafting got a nice touch, the mnemonic skull's gone, and magical thread for rune pouches is now a basic reward from the Abyss. Agility courses were buffed big time, so no more Swampletics Bridge or Yanil Trellis training. Hunter catch rates were buffed, Divination Wisps were buffed. On the flip side, Beehives were nerfed, so you actually need to train farming. Whirligigs were nerfed, so you actually need to train Hunter. The Chaos Altar was nerfed, so you actually need to do something for prayer training, like the Wilderness Diary, building up your fort or player-owned house. Speaking of, where do I even begin with the player-owned house overhaul? Houses went from looking like this to this. You can place furniture anywhere, create rooms of different shapes and sizes, on multiple floors. It's been expanded to level 120. There's new utility furniture, like the jewelry box, portal nexus, potion cauldron, or boss trophies for fun. It's now trained by crafting furniture and a workbench, which are then stored in the furniture storage and can be placed down or picked up again in your house. House portals exit to anywhere, and you get a global teleport to your house in level 50 construction. Houses can also be shared in a homestead with up to 5 people, all living just down the road. The Dungeoneering Remaster brought big visual and quality of life changes to all Dungeoneering floors. Necromancy was added to dungeons, the bind and storage systems were updated, the prestige system was removed and replaced with stacking buffs. The reward shop got new gear, chaotic necromancy weapons, tier 90 warped weapons, and the chaotic grimoire. But don't worry, tokens are earned much faster, some rewards are cheaper or have less requirements, and all skilling inside dungeons gives Dungeoneering XP now. The Ring of Kinship upgrades are also cheaper and they're all active at the same time. Thieving has not been remastered, but it was effectively reworked. Success chance starts really high and goes down as you auto-pickpocket targets, which makes Thieving an AFK skill now. For low intensity, chests were updated to have great loot, gems, runes, seeds, bones, ores, charms, supplies, you name it. And at high intensity, we have the new heists, a thieving activity where you sneak into vaults, avoid guards and traps, and steal unique loot. Some drop tables have been updated, notably farmers, who now give low-level allotment, herb, tree, and fruit tree seeds, and master farmers who now give mid-level ones. Finally, the skill was expanded to level 120 alongside new NPCs, stalls, and chests. A whole new continent has been added and is being featured as a starter region in the league. Havenhythe, and it's full of early and mid-game training methods. The Fish Farm, Red Ivies, the Shrine of Inanna, and the Moonrise Dig Site, for example. There's a lot new for Hunter too. Clockwork box traps that can catch multiple creatures per trap, birdhouses for nests and seeds, jackalopes for archaeology, spirit moths for summoning, grey chinchompas for ranged, and lastly bigger game Hunter. Hunter has been expanded to level 110, and Big Game Hunter 2 came out with giant chinchompas and kebits. They drop hides for new ranged tank armor and masterwork ranged armor. Sanguine crawlers were also added, low-level slayer monsters that drop lifesteal gauntlets. And then there's new bosses. Ivar, the King of Bones. An early game boss, he's a big hill giant, great for early prayer levels. Silverquill, the Dreadhog. Another early game boss, good for league points. Okay, the drop table is abysmal. And Fleshhatcher Makarnaz, a mid-game boss with an amazing drop table full of supplies and the Dragon Harpoon. The DailyScape removal update rebalanced daily activities to not be annoying daily activities anymore. Things like Gathixian caches, Soul Reaper tasks, shooting stars, evil trees, crystal sandstone, Viswax, and more were made into permanent gameplay mechanics. Most shops refill their stock weekly instead of daily. Claimable dairy rewards are given weekly too. The Mazcab raids are not weekly anymore and can be fought at any time. Last but certainly not least, the Traveling Merchant, warbands, defined locations, and the Wilderness Flash events have been removed from the game. The Aura Overhaul update has removed all activatable auras from the game. Instead, the boosts for farming, runecrafting, and thieving were added as permanent purchasable buffs. Many others were baked into level progression. All combat auras have been completely removed, except for Vampirism and Penance, which are now spells. And now for a lightning round of updates. Graphical rendering was improved, high contrast mode was added, tile indicators are now square, particle spam has been reduced, boss enrage no longer needs to be unlocked, boss portals are sortable, instance costs have been removed, archaeology benches can now store damaged artifacts, rune pouches can fit infinite runes, Gower's Dungeon 1 kill count isn't wiped when you leave, Gower's Dungeon 2 drop rates have been increased so you don't need reputation anymore, Dive is unlocked from level 30 agility instead of the Succession quest, Gembag stores more gems, Runica Tuner was buffed, bad invention perks were deleted, Dragon Pickaxes, Corpse Sigils, and Linza drops are more common, Harmonic Dust is 40% faster, Jad Pat now drops from Jad, Shattered Worlds was moved, the Nexus was removed, and the Stray Dog is petable. A couple final notes, unrelated to leagues, Treasure Hunter was removed. There's no more gambling, no more buying keys for rare items, and no more daily logins for free XP. Cosmetic toggles were implemented, so you can hide all transmogs and pet overrides if you want to. The Rune Matrix XP and GP tracker was also made free for everyone. That's all from me for now. I hope you enjoyed the league, and thank you very much for watching.
Bye.